Hello there everyone, welcome to the Gummy Yoshi channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today we are going to be talking about the best ways to practice in Valorant. Now this is a wide variety of practicing. It's not just shooting and aiming, it's also learning how to plant, how to defuse, how to rotate on sites properly. So let's jump right into it. We are going to start off at the shooting test just to get our aim all good to go so that we're good and ready for the spike planting and defusing. Let's jump right into it. To start it off, we're going to be at the shooting range. Now, we're not just going to be doing our standard warm-up of starting this and then just shooting the bots. We're actually going to be messing around in settings a little. So we're going to change the streak to eliminate 50. And then we're going to set our bots to strafe. Now, what this and the bot armor to on. Don't forget about that. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to have bots spawn all across this open area. And they're going to be strafing back and forth. Now, once we start it, you'll see that they'll start randomly spawning and they'll start moving. And so your job is to try and kill them, obviously. But you're going to want to go for just headshots to warm up your aim a bit, or just practice your aim. If you're already warmed up, then this is still really good practice. Like, as you can see, they do move in unpredicted ways. They move left to right. So it's really good practice, and you have to get either 50 or 100, depending on how much time you have. Either set it to 50 or 100, whatever you're feeling. But then complete this. I'd say for 50, try and do it in under, let's say, 90 seconds. And then 100, just double that. Try and do it under 180. So basically, you're just going to want to run through this. But because we're doing a tutorial here, we're just going to move on to the next thing. So you're going to want to run through this, try and get that. So 50 under 90 seconds and 100 under 180. Good luck with that. Let's move on to the next one. I'm just going to throw in a little tip here. To exit these, just press escape, go to the top left, and hit leave match. It's just kind of hard to find at first, so if you don't know, that's how you do it. Let's move on. So now that we're out of the shooting test and we're all good to go on our aiming, we're going to want to start practicing our spike planting. Now, what we're going to want to do is obviously go into this, and then we're going to play around with some settings. I'll see you in the planting range. Now that we're here in the planting range, we're going to want to play around with some settings, just like I said. There are not that many settings to play around. It's just this one tab, so it's not really that difficult. You're going to want it to start off on easy, and then have infinite ammo off. Now, choose your gun of preferred choice, whatever you want, Phantom, Vandal, and you're going to want to do full shields for this. Now, we're going to want to try and start this off without abilities. Make sure you shoot the start button, because I forget to a lot of the time. So we're going to come over here, pick up the spike, and then we're just going to look around these corners, and then there's one back there. We're just going to go for that little headshot. We're going to take him out. Then we're going to rotate onto site. You're going to want to stay a little bit covered. You want to cover all your corners. Make sure you're clear before you go around. And apparently I got that. All right, I got that bot. You're always going to want to check back here. Make sure that there's no one back there. Then you want to plant your spike. Once that's planted, your best scenario is you probably want to set up behind here. And then you just want to practice holding a sight down and stopping bots from defusing. Now, these bots aren't very good because they obviously don't start looking at you if they're already defusing. So the easy mode is very easy. But now we're gonna skip right past medium and go to hard. If you want to do it on medium, that's a good spot to practice. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just gonna go straight to hard. Now hard can be quite difficult as it is a large step up, and you're going to want to go much slower than you would on easy. Now we can see a bot line out there, so we're gonna start by taking him out. Then we're gonna check around these corners. Gotta make sure you check all your corners, because that's one of the key aspects of Valorant, of knowing locations. And see, I didn't fully check that corner. Now, you don't know where they're gonna push from. They're probably gonna push from this side as well. We're just gonna stay behind cover. You can hear that diffuse noise. That's when you want to peek out and go for the kill. So once you're feeling confident enough in the hard mode and you're able to complete it 2 to 3 times, that is really good practice, and we'll want to move on to the spike defusal scenario. I'll see you over there. So now we're going to move on to the defusal round. Now, I'm going to have to run through this quickly because the bomb is on its 40-second timer. But you're going to want to peek all of your angles very closely because these bots have very good aim. Right now, this is on easy mode, though, so it's not too difficult. Now, there's usually one bot sitting back on site, but this is good for just getting to learn how to play like it's an actual map and getting that good defuse practice on and learning how long it actually takes to defuse the bomb. So now we're going to turn it up to hard mode. Now this is very difficult. So we're going to start it off. We're going to buy all of our abilities because we're going to need them in this. So we're going to start off by using our E-cam. But no, the bots are actually good enough to shoot those cams. Now I got that guy, but I took a lot of damage in the process. Now we know that one's over here because he shot the cam. But he was sitting on the boxes. Now, you're just going to keep doing this. And see, I can't even do this first try. This is why the hard mode on defusal is such good practice. Because it's very difficult to do. And the bots will always spawn randomly. So you don't know where they're going to be. And you want to keep doing this until you are able to get the defuse off. So once you're able to successfully defuse the spike, believe me, I had a lot of cut tries there. Do not expect to get this first try. It is quite difficult, but that's why it's such good practice. Now, once you're able to defuse the spike on hard mode, you know that you're doing well and that you're improving and that you're getting better and making progress. I know I just said that like 6 different ways, but I'm trying to emphasize that this is such good practice. Now, if you want to do it even more, you can go back to the beginning and run back through the training all again, and it'll just help you. Now, the best way to probably improve is to just play games. While this does really help a lot and it'll help out your game sense and your aim, the best way to really improve at the game is to play it itself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. It would help me out a bunch. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me that you just made it to this point in the video, and I will see you in the next one.